I wanted to thank everybody for sticking it out and watching, the few of you who watched my barn door project build. Videos that take place in the workshop hardly get any views. Apparently all I gotta do is sit in my truck and talk about fix and flips for 20 minutes to grow my channel. That fix and flip video is now well over 115. It's probably close to 125,000 views in about 2 to 3 weeks. Very surprising. I almost didn't even bother uploading it. It's just amazed me. I've gotten thousands and thousands of new subscribers. My view counts are off the charts, and it made me a little bit of money, enough to order some computer parts. You should see how I have my setup now. I got the computer sitting on top of a window fan to keep it cool, and since I don't have the letters I and K, I talk into the computer on Google Chrome, and then it figures out what I said, and I copy and paste that to post wherever I need words with the letters I or K. Hopefully in the near future. I was searching last night for video editing laptops, and they come in at about $1,500, and I just can't justify that expense at this time for a small YouTube channel. However, I did get to try out my new microphone for doing some voiceover work in this video, and I think it came out great. Be sure to let me know what you think of the voiceover, the quality of the audio in the comments. Now, a popular question that has come up in the comments on the previous 4 installments of this video was, is it worth it? It seems like I'm out here slaving away. How much could you possibly make off building this door? The answer to that is I made just a little over $2,000. I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown on how long it took me. The 2 frames with the zigzags took about 4 hours. Not a big deal. I thought I was smoking. I was going to have it done in 20 hours or something. The weathering of the wood with this tool right here, I was actually using this last night to clean off some putty knives. That took 8 to 10 hours. Yes, right here, just 8 to 10 hours. So now we'll just call it 14 hours. We're into it. Then I had staining, and there's more dry time and waiting than there was actual staining of the wood. And since this is my house, well, my house is over there, I get to work at home, so it's really not that inconvenient. I have no drive time at all. I just come out here to the workshop and put a coat of stain on and go about my day, come back, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. So staining may have been 4 hours total, not including dry time. Then there is the lacquering and final assembly, and including drive time to the house and back, I'm into it for about 30 hours. And to be able to work at home and make $2,000 in less, in 30 hours is not a bad deal. That's the main reason I bought a house with a dedicated separate workshop area. The rail, the barn door kit is great. I just went to Amazon, typed in barn door hardware kit, hit Amazon Prime, and then selected 4 or more stars. Found one with, I think it had like maybe 1,400 reviews. Read through some of the reviews, looked at some of the pictures, and said, it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Ordered it. And it was really good. The rollers are so smooth and quiet. I mean, if you had like 100 yards of rail and you just went like this, I bet that barn door would roll the whole 100 yards. That's good and bad, because when you have a big door, that's a lot of momentum, and there is stops with bumpers. So I did tell the customers, hey, you get your kids slamming this door, it might go through the dang wall. But I've used it twice, so I've had good experience with it twice. I'll put a link down below in the description or the comment of where I got this barn door kit, so you can see if it might work for you. Not sure what's next for videos. The winter time, I do a lot of maintenance handyman items. As you can probably tell, you go back, the last 2 or 3 months, there's a lot of smaller jobs. Now that spring is here, my customers are wanting larger projects. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I just did a bathroom remodel, and it was 1940s, almost original, lath and plaster, and I've got another bathroom, I've got a kitchen, I've got a fence, nice privacy fence, just to name a few. But the summer is packed. I've got roof, so I got siding, I got stone siding. What else do I got? Maybe some windows, finishing out a garage. I mean, my year is already packed. So there's a lot of great content coming. They're not real easy to edit videos, so it's not like I'm going to be putting out a quick how to caulk a tub video 2-3 times a week, or how to install a light fixture or ceiling fan. Just people are switching. They're getting more into, maybe they're getting their tax money back. They've recovered from all the money they spent on Christmas. You got any other questions? Leave them below. Please give this video a like and enjoy. What I have to do is make a rustic looking handle for this barn door. And I told them I'd see what I could come up with, and if I didn't come up with anything good, we can always order one online and install one that they pick out. So this is kind of like me getting my own, I don't know, freedom to build something. And I really don't have anything in mind, except I got this solid square stock from metal supermarkets. I go there quite a bit and just go to their offcuts, and I can pick up a lot of stuff at almost no charge. In fact, they gave me that for free. It was $1.70 or something like that, and they said, just take it, and we'll see you next time. So this is my profile for a handle. I'm just trying to see how long of a bar I'm going to use to make this shape. I got some other plans. It's not going to be just a square, but we'll see how this thing works here. All right. I've never built anything like this before, so I'm just guessing at how I would go about doing it. As you can see, I've got my solid steel bars. This is 3/4 inches. No, it's under 3/4 of an inch. And I've used a torch, quite a bit, I guess, just to bend metal, but I've never done anything decorative. It's mainly been round bar. So I've got a MAP gas for my torch. MAP gas burns hotter than propane, so I'm going to heat this up till it's red hot, and then grab this bar up here and make some twists in it. So I scribed some lines out when I had that coat hanger of where the leg is going to be, because I don't want the leg that's getting screwed to the door, if they decide to go with it, to have any twists in it. So I'll go up a little bit from my scribe marks, and this is probably going to take quite a bit. Actually, I have a couple cans of this. My other torch head is out in the trailer, so we'll just see if we can get this heated up with one. Usually I got 2 going at it, but. Probably need to get 2. I'm just going to go grab that other one. Now this is the one I keep on my trailer, and significantly more of a flame. I can tell this whole head here is different, and it's got a yellow button. My guess is this is jetted for MAP gas, and this one here, puny little thing, is jetted for propane. So, but we'll get both of them going. So this is I guess kind of the look I'm after. Something just unique that looks blacksmithy. So I'm going to continue to make these things all the way up, and if they're not uniform, that's okay. The style they're going for is something that looks like it's from a castle, and they want that all throughout their house. So I'm going to keep going at this all the way up. Well, it's about that line right there, and hopefully I've got something that's usable. That's what it looks like. That is still just cooling down, red hot there. Looks almost perfectly straight. Now I'm not sure what to do next. I'd like to cut it off here, and then make some stems, drill, tap them, and have a screw come through the door into those little legs. But I have to install this thing tomorrow, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So I'm going to think about, my original idea was to make this in the shape of a Z here. Go up, kick down and over, and then just screw straight into the door. I don't know if I've got enough leg room there. I should have started this first twist up here, and it would have left these legs long to do the Z. Oh well. We'll see what I can do here. That's only 2 inches. I don't know if there's enough room to make a good Z there. Good zigzag. So this just might actually work. I started my bend up into the twisty part, and now I'm going to heat up right, still hot, right here, and then straighten this thing back up. Kind of measure the handle, and I may put a few more twists on the end to replicate this end here. That is kind of surprising me. I'm gonna need to get a wire brush on this, clean some of that stuff off. So far so good. I think I got to put another twist up here at the top. There's your handle grip. One more twist, and then do the same thing on this end. Trying to get an idea I think I'm going to make my downturn right on this flat spot right there. Kind of right where I was just torching it. What I need to do is flip this around so I have leverage. If I try to bend it with just this, it probably isn't going to work very well. Man, as soon as that cools down, you're not moving it anywhere. Well, here it is. It looks kind of cool. It's got kind of uniform bends and everything. You got this tight one right there. It's also kind of somewhat replicated over there. I'll let this cool down, and then I'll cut these ends off with the bandsaw. And then unfortunately I have to paint it to match all the other hardware. So I'll paint it black. It's cooled down most of the way. Feels kind of cool on touching it. So thought I'd turn the camera on, but I actually turned it off. Got both legs cut, and it actually sits pretty flat on this little table here. Now I'm just gonna drill holes and soften these edges down here with a file, and then paint it.
It's the next day, and I'm in the customer's house trying to figure out a way to hang this header and rail perfectly level and exactly like a 1/4 inch off the carpet by myself. Right here I'm just showing you the bed frame rails that I made a couple weeks prior to this. All pictures and decorations have to come off the wall. From past experience, they will always fall, no matter how far away they are. So right here I'm adjusting the clamps and these temporary legs to get this header board perfectly level and make it look like it's straight, because the floor and the ceiling are not quite parallel to each other. At this point in the install, I have this header board temporarily installed on the wall. I just used 2 deck screws to get it up there to see if everything was going to fit right. Now I'm just giving it a slide to the left here to make sure that it's not dragging on the carpet, and it looks good. I think it looks pretty good. Now I have to lag it to the studs so that it's strong. I pre-drilled both the header board and the stud before I put these lags in. The hole in the header board is about the diameter of the lag bolt, which I believe was 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch. I also pre-drilled a smaller pilot hole into the stud so that I didn't have any issues of it cracking out or splitting inside the wall. This is the finished product. I didn't record me installing the handle. I was kind of running short on time and needed to get on the road. I had a 45-minute drive to get back home. But here it is, just kind of testing it out. Got everything back on the walls, all their pictures and shelves.